This is one of my favorite projects I've ever made during my time in fashion school, and this is like the culmination of a course I took all about natural dyes, evidently. The main pages are focused on all the different dyes we tested and the results of them on different sorts of fibers and fabric. And it's really interesting to look at how the different colors of the dyes reacted to different fibers. Besides that, we have other types of dyeing in here, including indigo. You can see how the indigo reacted differently based on how long you left it inside of the vat, as well as when you applied different resists to it. So this one was a stitch resist, which created all these interesting lines. And then we have these other resists. This one is a space resist and a clamp resist. And both of these created these really interesting shapes and geometric elements on the fabric, which are so interesting to see. And then this is another form of indigo. This one didn't involve a dye vat at all. Rather, we just rolled indigo across this silk fabric, and it created this really, really gorgeous sort of gradient effect. This book also has other variations of how the dye interacts with different chemicals and different processes. So this one is iron over dyeing, and you can see how the colors, they change based on if you apply iron to them after they've been dyed, and you can see how the colors sort of get muted. But besides that, we also have over dyeing to create these sort of secondary colors. We also have some more artistic variations of dyeing in this book. This is a mordant printing, and this is just some ombre over dyeing. Last but not least in this book, there is this pH shifting where you can see, well, you can't really see, it's very, very, very faint, but there is a little variation. How you can see how pH shifting the fibers with vinegar and washing soda can create these differences in how they appear. There is, in theory, a very slight change that has happened. Sometimes it's more drastic, but not here. That is not the case. But anyways, that's everything that's inside this resource book. This is definitely one of my favorite things I've ever made in school. And I love how it's a record of looking back at basically an entire semester's worth of work.